Jesus, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Happy new comic book day eve, or what are we, like a week, 2 weeks out of Mandalorian 3? So pumped for that. I can't wait. Oh my god. Like my buddy Rocksteady will let you guys know, I still got 2 seasons to catch up on, but I'm excited. But hopefully everybody's ready for a good time tonight. We got both the amigos, one showing up late possibly, and one right here. What's going on, man?
Not much. How about you?
I'm just trying to figure out. I was actually looking at my calendar today when I was at work, and I said to myself, I'm like, how am I going to fit Mandalorian season 1 and 2 in before 3? Because I really do want to give it a shot. I really do want to get back into, doing those episode ratings, and I'll get destroyed. Like I'll get destroyed by Star Wars people. I know the first one up would be Justin Nemesis Prime, one half of the Comic-Con podcast. He will literally put me on a cross at any rating I give the show, but I'm going to give it a shot, man.
I think it's good because as like an intro, a lot of people got into Star Wars again because of it, right? So I don't think you need a ton of background to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I think you need a ton of background to fully appreciate it, like any of the Marvel movies or whatever. But
yeah, Rocksteady, I do need some. And maybe we've said it in the past, but I do need you to have my back here. 100%. I need you to have my back here. I have watched or started to watch Star Wars. I watched like 3 movies when I was visiting you. Can you please confirm that to the people?
I have a spy photo somewhere of it.
Okay, I was gonna say, please don't leave me hanging there.
Yeah. Well, you promised me not to tell anyone, and then now there's this.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm starting to get into it. Like my slab collection has kind of slowly grown with Star Wars as well.
Yeah. But, why the change? Why Star Wars all of a sudden? Potential flipping opportunities, or like
if you can't join them, beat them. I guess I don't know.
If you can't beat them, join them.
What did I say?
If you can't join them, beat them.
And I swear, I'm only drinking water tonight, so I don't know where that came from. But big news today. I don't know if it was big news, but there was that not so trailer, but somewhat like 20 seconds of a scene for Ant-Man. I kind of sent it to you guys. Again, big shout outs to Justin because he had sent it to me. But we're about a week away. Next Thursday, the movie comes out, and Ant-Man 3 I think is going to be big. I think it's going to be massive. I know there's a few people saying, I don't know. Doctor Strange was a letdown. Spider-Man wasn't that good. Maybe this one's the same way, but I got a hard, I don't know. I don't think it's going to, bomb. I have a hard time thinking that it's going to bomb. What do you think?
I feel a buzz in the atmosphere right now.
Like,
no, like around comics, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they're relevant. More people have it a little bit more on the front burner. The movie season, the DC announcements, this might have just turned things around, or at least like leveled them out.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because DC for the first time in a long time is front page news. Whether you are a DC fan and you're just hearing that for the first time, I mean, it is, right? Like a lot of buzz, a lot of comics. I mean, you look at the cover price top 10 is filled with DC stuff, and a lot of people are trying to connect the dots and get ahead of others. And it's exciting, man. Like, having competition is always good. A lot of people think, oh, competition's bad. It's not. It's good because they'll push each other to do better things. So I'm excited. And for those of you that think I don't like DC, I do like DC. I like Green Lantern, so I'm pretty pumped for that stuff. So we'll see.
I think we saw or we learned a lot of lessons from the last big jump. So I don't think the market will be as volatile. I don't think people will be chasing as many of the B and C characters who might show up. But it's good news, and I'm looking forward to Ant-Man.
Yeah, can't wait. We might have some DC news in our news portion, but you never know. But before we start the chat, let's say hello to all our friends joining in from across the globe. Phil's Treehouse, must-see Tuesday night programming, Rolling Stone magazine. Newbies more fun than milk in a bag. You damn right I am. The Wall Street Journal, what a gas. Petroleum Digest.
Those are some good headlines.
Yeah, man. Hey. But thanks, Phil. TKO silver. Oh, yeah, that's right. So Phil took the gold medal. TKO taking home the silver. TKO, are you going to
That's not Philip, is it?
What do you mean, Philip?
You used to talk about a guy named Philip at the comic shop.
Oh, no, God, no,
Okay.
no. Or are you? No, it's not. But ladies and gentlemen, we do have some breaking news. Just arriving right now is Mr. BC. What's going on, man?
¿Qué pasó, boys?
Not much. Yeah, it's been a while since you have graced us with your presence. But thank you.
Happy to be here.
Yeah,
gotta say, Rocksteady's looking pretty good looking with that haircut.
Oh
I like that.
you know what's funny is I got out of the shower. I got home, got a drumstick, like the ice cream, showered, came here. I was gonna put a hat on them. Like, no, I don't want to be like everybody wearing a hat. And then I show up and like Rocksteady's not wearing a hat. I'm like, what the hell? So
looks amazing. Yeah. I'm doing everyone a favor by wearing a hat tonight. Trust me.
But this is what I said to Newbie before is like they complain if I wear a hat. They complain if I don't wear a hat.
Oh,
Can we just talk about comics for a change?
Yeah.
All right. Push my arm.
Leave the man alone.
Dan De La Torre's taking home the bronze. What's going on, man? Empire, my brother. What's going on, Newbie Verse? Brandon, finally something good on. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Caps in the house. What's going on, man? Mr. Wesley. Wes, are you going to be going to that Toronto show? Not this weekend, the next weekend. Let me know. I might stop in for a little bit with Just Cruise. Surge is in the house. Mr. RP, same thing. Let me know if you're going. Newsflash: Newbie abandons Iron Man and embraces Star Wars as his favorite. No,
Nuts.
Let's get real here, people. Let's get real here. Wardlord's in the house. Matt Pappin is in the house. So yeah, we got a few people. AOA, of course. BCC, the party has started. All right. Well, let's get it started, man. As always, fellas, I always ask you, light week, medium week, heavy week. What do you guys think really quickly without giving out any answers? You guys going light or heavy this week? Rocksteady, I'll start with you.
Medium week.
Medium.
Yep, medium.
Yeah, I think there's some bangers mixed in there.
What? Oh my God. I was going to say light. Okay. All right. Well,
we collect anyway, so it's
I forget that you guys are like real collectors and I'm just like an influencer. So I apologize.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get it going, man. I'm excited. Of course, we got some news. And then BC, I haven't really talked to you about it. But 2 weeks ago, I did say that I was going to drop some news and I didn't want to do it without you. So I'm planning to drop it tonight with you here. So are you I think you know what it is, but we haven't really talked about it, but I do want to drop it. So we'll drop it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we'll drop it. All right. So we're gonna drop it at the end of the show. So it's gonna be good.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. So
you're damn right. X, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? I hope X is cheering for the Eagles this weekend.
No.
As my Eagles beat his 49ers. But that's story for another. Man, come on, get out of here. Don't bring that stuff. That's nonsense. All right, let's get it going, guys. I'm excited.
Vamos.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh shoot, I forgot to
upload the slides.
No, I got it here. I just forgot how to work a computer. All right. Wow, show 116. So that's dope. We're almost getting to that 125 mark, I guess. That's the next milestone here. So let's get it going. First up, though, guys, you guys know we rock with Back in Time Comics, CGC authorized dealer, one-stop shop for everything, including autographed sports memorabilia. Low prices, hundreds of pre-sales. Make sure you guys go check him out on Instagram and Facebook. He does a lot of stuff on Facebook, and he's got a reward points for everything. And he's also got an app, so you can order your FOC right on there, and he'll take care of you. So make sure you guys go check out Back in Time Comics. And then, of course, my guy, Mr. Bleeker St Comics, $10 a press, $5 a clean. He is the main man at the flea market, so make sure to check him out if you're ever across Niagara in Canada. All right. Guys, new comic book day always starts off with a bang. It is the biggest book on the market at the moment. What we start with, psych. No, we start with Dynamite Pick of the Week. I think you guys are going to like this one this week. And if you're new to the show, you know, Dynamite, we just try to show some love, try to have some fun with it, because Dynamite does have a ton of books that come out, and most of them are nudity. But, guys, this one has zero nudity. Zero nudity. But it is a pricey one. We got Darkwing Duck #1, cover Y. It is a virgin, and it is a $50 book. I really dig it, and here's why. I don't know if you guys could tell, depending on where you're watching, screen, whatever, your internet. I am an art guy. I like the art. That's what gets me. If you actually take a look, and I can't, on the right-hand side there, you can actually see that kind of like the cape is almost blurry, but it's supposed to be like that because it's almost like he kind of went like this with it. It looks
no. That's the resolution of the photo you uploaded.
No way. No way. No way. I was gonna say there's no way. But it's a dope cover. Computer. Listen, I love Darkwing Duck. I think when his book came out not too long ago, everybody went crazy for it. There's a few good ones, but this one's a good one, man. I don't know if I'd pay $50 for it, but nevertheless, it is a good one. Darkwing Duck, you can't go wrong with it, right? Cover Y, just in case you want to tell.
This one actually intrigues me a little bit. So a lot of shops would have ordered #1. They still have them on the shelves. You go to your LCS, they still got Darkwing Duck and Gargoyles there. Not a lot of people would be ordering this, and I think they would only order it if somebody pre-ordered it. And if you pre-ordered it, you're a Darkwing Duck collector likely, and it's not leaving your hands. So I don't think we'll see many of these, if any at all, floating around for some time. And yeah, it's kind of an interesting one.
That sounds like I finally got a win.
Sort of. I'll give you points because obviously the cover artist is a fellow Italian. But
it always goes back to Italy with you, man. Always goes back to Italy.
That's how we do. But no, it's a neat cover, dude. Darkwing Duck. Yeah.
$50 though, I'm not paying $50 for it.
That's where I was headed. I dig Darkwing Duck. There's even the Gargoyles one simile that's coming out, but it's like $20 because
I think Gargoyles had like 3 covers coming out this week. I think
possibly. I know they got a gold one and I think a purple.
Yeah. I like it, but I'm gonna probably take this $50 and go put it on ASM 328. You know, the dollar bins, go pick those up and try to get a 9.8 and then just triple my money like that. Cause that's pretty much what I'm planning to do later this week. Because after seeing that book go for $185 US and 9.8, I was shocked out of my mind. And I still had people being like, well, noob, it's this. It's because it's like, no. I get it. I get all of that. I just didn't know because I passed that book so many times. Right. So it's crazy.
Yeah. Two things though. It does mention that you do get a free copy or the trade as well. So you get either the cover A, the Nakayama, with this purchase. And Uni asked the question, how much is his first appearance? I'm actually on the hunt for it as a side quest.
Are we talking about Darkwing? Darkwing Duck?
Yeah, Darkwing Duck, the #1.
Okay. Like sorry, hold on. I got to cut you off real quick. Yeah. On this show, we cannot say the words side quest.
Shit.
Okay, it just doesn't happen. Focus on your main quest and then worry about your side quest. All right, man.
I just
changing the rules about fucking wish list and stuff like that. Like you're not even done your list. Like
it's okay. It's okay, yo. We addicts for comics, of course.
Oh, geez. You know what's funny is I actually have a side quest too, and then I literally was on my phone. I'm like, God damn it! And then my wife was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "No, just BC." And she's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "This stupid side." And she just looked at me like I'm just an alien, right? But
hold up. Rocksteady, you're a gamer, right? You play games.
No, I don't, but I know.
Stop! You play games. I know you do. But anyways, when you play a game, you have the main story, and then you got those side missions.
Do you want to get through it as fast as possible and not enjoy the ride, or do you want to complete all the game and get all the stars in Mario? Or do you just
felt very accomplished come January that I literally am 2 books away from like my main stuff. It just feels good, right? Like
we'll see at the end of the year.
I don't
Well-
think I'm gonna finish because that new Funny 66 is like a ghost. You cannot find it. So
I sent my
he
back
plays
today,
phone
and we have a
games.
confirmation. Thank you,
I don't
Morty.
know. You're throwing me under the bus.
Love it.
Oh my god. All right, guys, let's get it going. Let's start it off. And look at that. Some DC in the Newbieverse. So we got DC, Lazarus Planet, Next Evolution. And this is the first appearance of Virgil. The storyline. There's one more thing that I'm missing about this, but this one probably could be the DC book of the week. If you're into that, I'm just not really a fan of it. Not a fan of the book, not a fan of anything that's going on here. Art. The story could be cool, but I'm just going to be passing. First appearance, getting into that storyline, but it's a pass for me. Rocksteady, what are your thoughts, man?
My local shop went heavy on it, and he knows more than I do.
Really?
So,
Wow.
yeah, I don't know DC. First appearances, I don't know what they're worth these days in DC. Like, some carry weight, some don't, but they all seem to fizzle out after a while.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't chase it for the first, but we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm with Rocksteady on that one, man. There are firsts here, but really
There's
just
two,
pick
right? Virgil, and then what's the other one?
Great question. No recollection, but
Okay.
I think it's that like some eye character. I don't
Yeah.
remember what it's called, but regardless, like Rocksteady said, not really specking on any of the characters we're gonna get here, but I am gonna read it. That I will do.
Warlord is saying, I've been collecting 90s cartoon comics for a while. Not happy to have a lot of them already. Biker Mice from Mars, Sharks. Oh, Street Sharks. Yeah, Futurama and more. Yeah.
Well, those some of those books spiked, man. We had a few of them pop. So
well, look at Earthworm Jim. Look at like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this stuff is yeah, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon. I know it's a little bit, more 2000 or late 90s, but I mean, yeah.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have tons of them.
Yeah. Thanks to Rocksteady. All right, we're getting into another solo. So we got Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants. Now, guys, we all know there's only one Iron blank that is the best. So I don't know why people keep doing this, but this is a first appearance as well. We got the first appearance of Iron Fire.
Yep.
That is the stupidest name probably I've heard in a long time. In a little
Iron Man.
No. That's Iron Fire. Like, really?
Yeah.
What are we gonna have next? Campfire? Like,
let's
be honest. I don't know. I'm not picking this up for the first appearance. This one's gonna be one of those that a lot of shops have. I know, talking to two of the shops around here, because there's so many covers and things like that, it's just gonna be on the shelf. So if I'm hearing it's a good story or a must-have, I'll be able to. Didn't pre-order, didn't care. Even though I knew there was going to be a first appearance, I just wasn't really jumping into this one. Greg, any ratios, anything we should know about this book?
I haven't done much reading on this one. I'm not a big Storm person. I'm not even a big X-Men person, to be honest. So I don't really dive into that world.
Thank you.
Like, I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but that's just not what I collect, right? Iron Fire sounds like Tony Stark and Human Torch's baby or something like that.
It sounds like Iron Man, or it sounds like Captain America's child. That's what it sounds like.
Guys, on my end, Sins of Sinister, I'm actually really pumped to read this. So
wow, okay.
On that end, yes. Speculation wise, no, again. But there's a ton of nice covers here. So there's a plus there. But for the read, Sins of Sinister, I think that's going to be an awesome event. So
I think this one's got a 1 in 25 and a 1 in 50, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw the 1 in 25.
I saw the 1 in 25.
Yeah.
I didn't see any 1 in 50, but there's some other covers. I think there's like 3 other covers available.
Yeah. There's a few. There's a few. So Iron Man's armor never had any iron. How do you know? Did you test it? All right. Everyone's favorite Goblin. So we've got the Red Goblin. So there is a 1 in 25. There is a 1 in 50. BC, I heard you just say yes. I don't know if I like any of them, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit scared. I had a shot at a 1 in 25. I had a shot at a 1 in 50. I didn't take it. I swung. I was like, you know what? I'm okay passing with this one. I just kind of got the what was the Amazing Spider-Man 88 that just happened
The
last
Avengers
week?
one?
No. It was the chick goblin, Queen Goblin. Yeah.
Oh, Goblin Queen.
I just kind of had vibes of that, and I was able to score the 1 in 10, the 1 in 25, the 1 in 50, I think it was for that one. If there was a 1 in, I can't remember. Maybe it was just 1 in 10 and 1 in 25. I was able to get both, and those were just big time busts. So I don't know. I kind of had that vibe. Again, a lot of covers coming out for this one. Rocksteady, any ratios that you grabbed, or are you even picking this one up?
No, I'm not into that whole goblin verse that they do, because they even have like a pink goblin. Yeah, the Goblin Queen. I don't know if they're laying foundation for some direction in Marvel, because that wouldn't make a bad Spider-Man movie. You know what I mean?
What, Spider-Man against like 7 goblins or something?
Yeah, like I'd be okay with that. Something they haven't done before. Spider-Man people are going to be Spider-Man people and pick it up.
That's right.
I'm not into the villain verse and stuff, so I'm going to pass on this one.
That's right.
That's right. But guys, Normie fucking Osborn. Look, there's a preview available on Previews World. You can see like the first 6 pages or some shit. The design is pretty neat. This cover, if you have Amazing Spider-Man issue 850, it's the 1 in 25. Yo, side by side would look so nice. So nice.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like,
there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just go and get ASM $7.99 or $7.98 in a 9.8, and it's like $100 or something like that. I think it is.
You can get it for fucking dirt cheap, man. I'm just saying that.
I'm just saying,
homage to that one,
Yeah.
But like I said, for the sake of Reed, definitely picking this up. Curious to see what happens with Normie.
Do you remember the Goblin Ridge? Oh, okay, hold on a second. Before we get off, I don't know why, but I sometimes fool around at work. Yes, I know. Even though I'm in management, I sometimes like to keep it light. And I talked to this younger guy, and I was like, hey man. He's like, yeah. I was like, you need to cover me. And he's like, why? What's up? I go, I'm a Power Ranger. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, I got to go fight crime. I got to save the city. So he's like, okay. So then I literally just kind of like go into like the corner of like the office, and I literally go, it's morphin' time. And he's just like, yo, what the fuck? He was dying laughing. It was a good joke. He started telling me about how he used to watch the Power Rangers and then stop. So I was like, okay, cool. I used to watch Power Rangers too. Not the biggest fan, but still a fan nevertheless. Here's the thing. Anybody I talk to about Power Rangers doesn't remember the Aqua Rangers. Do you remember the Aqua Rangers?
No.
Okay, so the Aqua Rangers were when, like Tommy was still the White Ranger. And it was kind of leading off to that. And they basically were turned into kids. So then the Aqua Rangers had to come in, and they were kind of like alienish. They were like half human, but they had these like giant heads or brains or whatever. And the girl was the leader.
I remember this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because anybody I talk to, they're like, dude, I think you're like on something. I'm like,
no, that you are. But regardless of the fact, yes, I remember this dumb shit.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because like everybody I talk to, they're like, that's not a thing, man. I'm like,
no, it was just one episode.
What's that?
It was just one episode they were in?
No, it was like for like 2 weeks they were like part of it. It was like a few.
It was 10 episodes.
10 episodes. Yeah, see, I was right. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So foil variant available. That I'm not sure. I'll have to make sure. What's going on, Mountain Peak? How you doing, man? Management and maple syrup tree tapping? No. See, okay. Warlord remembers them too. Okay, thank God. Because I literally after talking to
Warlord if he liked the Aqua Rangers, he'd be like, fuck that.
Oh, they were terrible. The chick was like the leader, right? She was like the chick was Black Ranger or Blue Ranger, and she was the leader, I think. I can't remember. But anyway, I think that's the one where they had like one of the dudes be the Yellow Ranger. It was really weird. But anyway. All right. Guys, you guys know pretty much every week for the next 10 years is probably going to have a first appearance. So we've got High Republic. I can't even remember what issue this is. I think it's 5 for the new series, but we got first cover appearance of Tarnak Milak.
Yeah, not even fucking close.
Oh,
You added like 8 syllables.
And I think there was a strong K at the end of
Mike.
Carno.
I don't know, man.
But
But
he used a
anyway,
Russian accent. Yeah.
Nevertheless, we got first appearance in this, and you know how people are going. I've kind of stayed away from this one. Just kind of listening to those Star Wars people, kind of staying away from it. Maybe for a good reason, but a lot of people are still picking them up. You know, there's some ratios in this like that.
Yep.
I'm kind of staying away from it. Rocksteady, I know how you feel about High Republic, so do I even have to ask?
Well, you're the Star Wars fan here. I don't know.
I got 5 slaps. Come on, let's relax.
I think you're going down a rabbit hole if you're chasing a first cover of someone who hasn't really become anything yet. You know, like
in 30 years, when this person is like one of the biggest Star Wars characters, you're gonna be telling your kids, you know, that book was on the shelf when I was growing up.
Newbie had it in the presentation, and I didn't listen. And now you
You're gonna be like, who's Newbie?
Beans and hot dogs.
I'm probably gonna be canceled by cancel culture in like 2028 or something, man. So.
I thought you were gonna say
You give it that long, you'll be canceled. I give it a year.
Oh my!
If anybody else wants in on the pool, just message me on my Instagram.
Jesus,
4 minutes. I'm giving it 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
BC, what are your
time's
thoughts,
almost up.
I haven't really spoken to you a lot about like the newer series when it comes to Star Wars, but have you been collecting it? Have you been reading it?
I am collecting, yes. Reading, no. It's still on the pile, but this one I'm picking up as well. So, High Republic, still grabbing, but there's just so much going on with Star Wars that I like, because I have a stacked pile of to read. There's another series. There's Hidden This, Empire, and it's just like so much going on. I'm like, man, I really need to catch up. I feel that way too with X-Men. X-Men, I'm getting there, but Star Wars is on the back burner. But everyone is recommending this. I am going to be picking it up.
I'm telling you guys right now, if Darth Vader ever becomes a massive thing, I want you guys to remember where you heard it from. Do you auction off your PowerPoint slides? We could. Starting bid $3 Canadian. Dan, I've had enough on my plate with just one of these boys.
Hilarious.
All right, guys. Another week and another Disney book. I say that it sounds like negative, but it's not. It's actually a positive. So we got the Fantastic Four homage here. It's a 1 in 100. So the black and whites are going to be the 1 in 100s. We all know how the last one did. It was pretty much, I think, Rocksteady, you had sent a photo. It was about 200, 250, I think, Canadian.
It was around 200.
200, the last one.
Release, yeah.
Yeah, more people are probably going to try to get this one and probably, you know, replicate that. So, you know,
this one's floating around 150 Canadian.
Yeah, it's still there. I see some at like 134 Canadian buy now.
Not too bad. That's not too bad. But you know how it goes. You got to wait till tomorrow. You got to wait till Thursday, right? That's kind of when
that's the thing. Even if you're buying it from a shop, you're likely paying $100 for it, even if you're paying ratio, right?
Exactly.
So
there have been some pre-sales for like the 31st of December at like 226 Canadian. You got 258 on the 5th of February, so that was 2 days ago. I don't know if those are legit, but fuck.
Okay, if you're a Disney fan, because here's the thing, right? Obviously, it's Disney characters, and we know that there's, you know, comics aside, there is a lot of Disney anything fans, right? So those people, I can totally see getting a few. There's one of my shops, Big B, talking to Dave. He said that one person in particular just came in, not a comic person, but he just came in for these. He actually got dibs on this.
Nice.
You know, so you have that effect. But I think I've talked to you guys, and actually, well, Universal X just kind of beat me to it. I showed you guys literally a week after that, like Captain America homage came out in a 9/8 case, and I was like, man, I love this. Like, I literally want to send mine off just because it looks dope. Like, it looks cool, and I don't know if I'd want it in black and white. I get the fact that it's a 1 in 100, but I mean, I don't know.
I agree. I would not be picking it. I as well want it in color. I pre-ordered all of these. I pre-ordered maybe 4 copies per issue, just because I'm setting 2 aside for the kids, 1 for the flip, 1 for the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, even the I was saying it yesterday. There's the Avengers 4 homage cover that came out. Remember with Mickey as Captain America not too long ago?
Yeah, that's the one I just said. Yeah.
That one here locally, don't ask me why. One, it doesn't exist. It's not on any of the walls. You can't find it on any rack. And on Facebook auctions, you know, within those groups that we're in, I keep seeing it going for over $20 Canadian. I don't get it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He sent us that screenshot. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I think I only saw it. Wow, that's crazy. You know what? I might send mine off to CGC. I thought it looked cool. I sent it to you guys like a week later, and I was like, man, this looks really good. It pops. I mean, I'm not the biggest Disney fan, but I think it would look kind of dope in my wall or, you know, in my other office downstairs. I don't know.
The reality is we're too broke to go to D23, so we are picking these up and pretending we're cool.
I have a big gripe with these books. Like, this is a Spider-Man book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't like that they did that with the Fantastic Four. I could get it if they put it on like a Thing comic where it was like one of them, but there's enough ASM covers you could have homaged and put on ASM. And yeah, I don't really like how they did that.
Universe X is saying, Newbie, pick them all up because
no BC.
Oh God. Oh, I thought it was because he had something to say. Air Pirate is Disney for adults. Yeah.
I'm changing my name to Because Comics.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, Rocksteady, to your point. The Captain America homage one or Cap, what is it? Cap 4?
Avengers 4.
Avengers 4.
Yeah.
That one is, I can't remember, but the Goofy one that's supposed to be a Hulk is also not a Hulk book. So I kind of get what you're saying with that. It's kind of a little bit, weird, but
is the Iron Man one an Iron Man book?
That one's sick.
Yeah, but that comes out in June.
Hmm.
The one with Mickey. I'm gonna try to get everything for that. Like, I'm gonna try to get the cover A, any variant, and possibly like ratios for that. I will definitely say that.
Well, I think if you go with the trend, it'll just be that and the 1 in 100.
Yeah, possibly. It depends on the cover. I don't know. A-OK with a super chat. Newbie praises Captain America. @ secret fan !
That's what's up.
I don't think so.
Careful, Newbie only does it for the $2 every time he mentions him.
I don't think so. We'll see. All right. Any honorable mentions that you guys maybe want to talk about that maybe were passed up?
Yes, Static 1. There you go. Static 1. Yo, the 1 in 100. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. On February 1st, eBay sold for $134, and then on February 4th, 240 Canadian. So keep an eye out if you could lock.
And there's none listed.
Sorry?
There's none listed right now, are there?
I don't even think so, man. Let me check.
Yeah.
I can check for the listings, but definitely pick up some Static 1. Keys dropped some info on that on his Instagram, but it seems like it might be a very hot book this week. So, and dude, that Popio cover is available. Like the 1 in 100 is available also at cover price as a trade.
Just with the trade.
Wow.
And it's I put it up there for one of the covers of the year so far.
Yeah, agreed. And the 1 in 100 is a foil as well.
Yep.
Yeah, make sure you guys go check out Mr. Keys. Static is one of his favorite characters, and he's always putting up information. He just posted it earlier this afternoon. I think it was like around dinner time, Eastern time. So make sure to check him out, man. It's got some good stuff.
And Rocksteady, to answer your question, there's one listed at $228 Canadian. So
already
pass.
Yep.
Pass.
And it's Moon Girl week, so we got Moon Girl this week again.
Oh, that's right. Well, issue 2, right?
Yes, issue 3.
Issue 3. Okay. Yeah. We'll see.
All
right. Let's get into some news. And I honestly 100% kind of forgot what I put on here. So we'll see. Yes, I pre-ordered 3 copies of the variant issue 1. Yeah, X is another one that he loves, Static. How likely do you think it'll be that they bring Static Shock to live action? I know that it's been it was being spec'd on development a while ago. It was.
That's happened, man. I would love that.
I encourage you to watch Nearing Nirvana, their last video. They did a whole breakdown on Static Shock, and It's doable. It's wanted in the community. It's only a matter of time.
Well, there you heard it. You heard it here first, or heard it here first, but actually in nearing Nevada / Mr. Key issues.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is deeper than cards. First up, we got Fanatics to launch live stream shopping for trading cards and collectibles. Now, yes, this guy owns pretty much the sports merchandising circuit, I guess you could say, right? He's from Philly. Big shout outs. But once this goes, I don't know where that leaves Whatnot. I don't know where that leaves, say, the eBay live that they're going to be launching or has launched. I don't know. I haven't used it. I don't know anything about it. But I think this is big. I think, down the road, we could see something massive. The fact that Fanatics is doing it, like I said, big company. I think this is good news. I think this is big. What are you guys' thoughts? I know, you guys, I know he looks terrible in this photo, man. I thought it was like eyeliner or something like that.
I thought he had earrings on.
Oh yeah, same, dude. It's not fun.
But I can assure you it's not eyeliner. But what do you guys think? Especially because Rocksteady, I know you've used Whatnot in the past, and all three of us use eBay and stuff like that. But I think down the road, I know they're going to be focusing right off the hop on trading cards and like sports memorabilia, but they are going to go that route of comics, and I think it's a positive, man. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it'll be nice to have competition.
There you go.
It's a very risky move. Like, I know Fanatics is a huge company, but with eBay Live coming,
yeah,
it's a very risky time, because if they drop at the same time, where people are going to flock. So I think there's space to really compete with Whatnot, but it's a big risk going against eBay. That thing's a juggernaut.
Yeah, that's exactly it, man. Spot on with the eBay stuff too. It's gonna be good. Definitely a big risk, but I hope that this is gonna be successful, and then we do have that competition, right? Because right now, man, Whatnot is flooded. Do we not agree with sellers and stuff like that? So more competition is great. I remember when we had another option outside of eBay, which was Whatnot. Everybody was pumped. So the more options might be better for the hobbies as a whole.
And I think different sites will probably start to specialize in different collectibles. Like, Whatnot started off as a Funko Pop selling and collecting site, and now they seem to be big into the cards, right? The breaks and everything like that. It'll also be interesting with Fanatics and distribution and breaks the day product gets released, and how they distribute product if it's going to be sold on their website. Because it's almost like the Whatnot selling exclusives, right? Is Fanatics going to be selling their own products on there as well and have exclusives for their site?
Listen, this is the only fear that I have. I shop on Fanatics. I love sports more than most people might know. BC, we talk sports all the time. Formula One, soccer, everything. And I, from time to time, depending on the season, I will go on Fanatics and buy stuff. I hope to God that Fanatics doesn't hire like Comic Tom or Nerdy Girl to be their spokesperson. And then when I'm shopping for something, I see these people on Fanatics. I don't want to be searching for a Philadelphia Eagles hoodie, and I see these people. I really hope that doesn't happen.
So you said exactly what I wanted to say in a different way, but I think that's kind of what put a sour taste in majority of people's mouths with Whatnot, is that it seemed very clicky, right? There's a click. So that would be my advice. I ain't bitter. I don't give a shit. I don't even use Whatnot, but just an example. If Fanatics were to go that route, don't start showing favorites. Do your thing.
Please don't. Please don't.
And I really hope, because like Newbie said, we talk a lot of sports. I really hope they have a section for curling card athletes, because Newbie's a huge curling fan. He loves curling.
I was just trying to think of like a curler right off the top of my head.
For those people who don't know, like, the women curlers are all right.
Dude.
Hey, some of those women curlers.
Look at you guys watching
Damn.
curling. No, it's volleyball. I feel you, but man, I don't know about
yeah,
this.
volleyball. Good. Hey, I'm a feminist, so let's
My
roll.
girlfriend's watching.
My wife can hear me.
Is she?
All right. Second up, guys, and we do have some Pokemon fans, and I know some Pokemon fans, very well. Justin. There's a few others, but I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I was a big Pokemon fan back in the day. Not the biggest card Pokemon collector or cards in general, but I also did dig this movie. Detective Pikachu 1, Ryan Reynolds. If you guys remember, I think the movie came out in 17 or 18. Might have been a bit earlier, but it was dope. I liked it. Introduced some new Pokemon, some new things. Let's face it, we got to see Mewtwo, which was badass. But they're in development for a Pikachu number 2. I'm excited for this because they're probably going to introduce new Pokemon, new characters. Pokemon is super hot right now. I wish I had the clip of Zoolander. So hot right now. But that's pretty much what it is, man. Pokemon is super hot right now. I can't wait for this. I think it's going to be a good movie. Rocksteady, you're a Pokemon fan. What are your thoughts?
I think Pokemon is one of the biggest franchises possibly of all time. Like, if you even compare it to things that are huge like Ninja Turtles or G.I. Joe or Transformers, like Pokemon is bigger than that. Pokemon is bigger than a lot of people realize. And no matter like what movie, what you come out with, like people are going to go see it. This is going to be successful. Will I watch it? Maybe eventually in the background one day. Like, I'm not going to rush out to the theater.
Wow.
But like,
you're not a fan. You're not a fan.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? Like, and they're just going to keep pumping out Pokemon movies as long as people keep going. I don't see any end to it.
I know BC. I don't even have to say anything. BC, 2 young kids. You're gonna use it, even if they don't like Pokemon. You're just gonna use this as an excuse to go see it anyway, man. But I know for a fact that you're gonna go see it.
So forget the kids. Fun fact: I'm actually playing Pokemon Yellow as we speak, as you can see.
Oh my god!
Instead of paying attention.
That's how you do, man. That's why I shut the camera just to show you guys. But yeah, no, dude, I really enjoyed Detective Pikachu, the game as well. Ryan Reynolds did a great job. Great job. I dug the movie. I'm pumped for this. I'm excited. I'll definitely bring my oldest, but
yeah, you know what's crazy?
For this.
You know what's crazy is in the back of my mind, before I went to go visit Greg out west, I didn't realize what Pokemon 1 was going for until he showed me. He's like, hey, go take a look at what it is. I think the one that he showed me, because there was the only one on the market at the moment, was like a 9.6.
But hold on, right? You're talking about the Pikachu book, right?
Electric Tail, first print.
Yeah, Electric Tail.
There's
right?
And I think there's like 14 prints though.
Yeah.
No, the first print, like the big one. And I think like the 9.6 was still like $1,800 Canadian or something. It was like insane. And I was like,
it's come way down.
It's on my side quest.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, getting one of each print is my side quest.
Yes, there you go.
Guys, focus on your quest. Your main one. Oh man,
that's cute.
I know what's gonna happen here. At the end of the year, when we collect our books, you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, I got more of my side quests," and I'm gonna be like, "I got 5 out of my 6 main quests," and then you guys are gonna just pull some bullshit. So
I actually set myself back significantly financially today. So yeah, it's almost done. See?
X is diving deep here. Okay, Pokemon or Super Mario?
Oh,
I gotta go Super Mario, and here's why. When I came to Canada, that was like the first, my parents bought me Super Nintendo with like pretty much every dime they had. We weren't like by any means like well off, and they got that for me. I remember playing Super Mario forever, and that's just kind of how I grew up. And then Pokemon was around when I was I guess for the US it would be like junior high or something like that. We don't really have junior highs in Canada, or at least here in Ontario, so it would be around that time that Pokemon came, and I was like, super into that. But Super Mario for sure. Rocksteady, what do you think? Pokemon or Super Mario?
I think Pokemon's a bigger franchise.
Forget the franchise, man. What do you
But
love?
like,
bigger
if
than Mario.
you include the cards and everything, if we're just talking like games, like the Mario show, do you remember how crappy that was? The Mario movie, even crappier.
Whoa. I remember Princess was smoking, first of
It's
all.
because you're a Goomba.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rocksteady or BC, I don't even think I have to ask because you're Italian. You're probably gonna say Super Mario, right?
Mamma mia. Yeah, so 100% Super Mario. But I will say, growing up, kind of like you said, you ended up coming to Canada. You were playing fucking Super Mario. I had a Super Nintendo in my hands from when I was a kid. Nintendo prior as well. Mario for me, Super Mario World, I could play it with my eyes closed. But I will say, Pokemon in time, as I was growing up, like playing the games, like it took over, man. It really took over. The games, the cartoon, first series was one of my favorites. So it's tough, but obviously Mario hits all the feels from the childhood, all of that. So Mario, slight win.
Really quick.
Because you can relate.
Really quick. Just one word answer depending on the name. Favorite Pokemon? Go.
I can't pick. I really can't pick.
Fuck, what do you mean you can't pick?
I can't pick. There's way too many fucking like at the top for me.
I would say Squirtle. Squirtle.
Yeah, I was gonna say Blastoise or Squirtle.
Well, yeah, like Squirtle eventually gets to that point, right? So like I'd say Squirtle or Blastoise, and then of course, I mean,
Lapras.
I've always liked Charizard, but at the same time, it's like, who doesn't, right? It's like being like,
yeah, and Ekans.
Ekans, really.
I didn't want to make a list this year, but now you guys got me.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Do it. Why not? Mewtwo's pretty good too. So.
Yeah, Mewtwo's up there, but then as we go like later on, there's so many.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Outside of the original 152, I have no idea. Like people were like, "Yo, this is."
You totally okay. If I tell you Lucario,
I don't know. I'd say that's a waiter at Olive Garden. I don't know.
Yeah, that's your cousin. He does drywall.
Is he coming to do drywall? Like, I don't know.
Probably.
All right, let's shift gears here. Guys, one of my favorite characters, psych. Marvel Studios Wonder Man will reportedly start production at the end of March. So, in a month and a half, we should have some news. And it's very important for one of two reasons. One, if you're a speculator, well, it's probably going to be time to be collecting all those if you haven't. And two, for fans of Wonder Man, which there's probably like 7 until like, Thomas tells people that's my favorite character and go get it. And blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of stills are probably going to be released. A lot of photos are going to be released. So people are going to be on this train. But right now would be a good time to be looking for Wonder Man stuff, I would assume, just simply because, one, even though the heat's died down on the character, they're going to be starting production. So it you have a little bit of a window here. So not a bad idea to pick it up. Am I excited for this? No. Am I going to watch it? Yes. Why? It's Marvel. I like it. I love this stuff. So I'll give it a shot. I'm not going to come out a Wonder Man fan at the end of the day. But obviously, I'm going to watch it. So, Rocksteady, what are your thoughts? And are you excited for this?
I think he looks like Charlie Sheen in that picture.
Right? Really yes.
He really does.
Yeah.
I think the only Wonder Man book is like his first appearance, in my opinion. That's what we're going after, and I think you might be able to make some money on.
And it went down.
It's way down right now. And I just think
this goes like Swordman. Swordman.
Well, dude. If I'm not mistaken, his first appearance, I think, is Avengers 9. Correct me.
No, I think 12.
No, I think it's 9.
No, I think you could be right. I think you could be right.
So just there, like it's one of the first 10 comics of the Avengers, right? Mm-hmm. So
yeah, but look at this. The same argument could be made for Swordsman, right? People were saying the exact same thing about Swordsman, and they were trying to build it up. And now look, you can go on my comic shop and get a raw copy for literally like $20.
But that's what we're saying. It's like now's the time to get it. But look at Swordsman. Like he's going to be back still. Like we haven't seen the last of him. But also he's not the main character, where this is like the lead role in the show too, right?
I like Marvel shows. Snoopy that hates everything.
Yes, every fucking review gets like a 2.
Yo, I'm a hard critic, all right?
He's already made up his mind about this show.
Yeah, this one's like, hey, I'm excited. I'm excited.
The only reason why I'm excited for that, though, is now seeing where we're at within the MCU timeline-wise, it's pretty evident we're getting the West Coast Avengers. Yeah. So 100%. That's where this is going to play into, for sure.
Remember when I was talking about that? And not to be one of those people like, remember it's me? No, I don't need that. No. But like, remember when I was talking about it and people were like, man, you're crazy. It's never going to happen. No, you're stupid. No, you're the Canadians. It's probably too cold up there. Your thoughts are trapped. It's like,
it is cold.
You know, whatever. All right. Another DC project or another DC piece of news, but DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn is likely going to direct the upcoming Superman Legacy movie. One of two things. One, he said he was going to be writing it. Now he says he's going to be directing it. So I think that's going to be dope. I think we have to give a clean slate to everything that DC is going to be doing moving forward.
As of chapter 1, yes.
Yeah. The only thing that I don't really have faith in is the spec. And so many people, even in this chat, have said, oh, DC spec's alive. It's not. It's just people that have hoarded these DC books that were super cheap for a long time. And now it's like, okay, time to reap the benefits. But I mean, I don't know. I just have Black Adam in the back of my mind. And I know it's going to be totally different, but I just kind of have that vibe. What are your thoughts, Rocksteady?
Yeah, I think now's the time to go look for like a first appearance of Superman because of this news.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're out there and you see one for a good deal, I think you should hop on it.
Yeah. Sell your kids.
Okay, hold on. Jokes aside, what do you think that book goes for when this? Because this is slated to come out
no change
late 2024, right? Which will probably be moved to early 2025. But like, I expect that book, the little amount of people who can afford that book, to probably make a profit there, right? Like it's gonna pop.
So imagine I see him like kind of going crazy here, where he's like, "No, I'm gonna write it. No, I'm gonna direct it. I am Superman." Next thing you know, he's starring in it. I think, or what if James Gunn, he only has like a 3-year deal? What if he's just come over to absolutely sink DC and then go back to Marvel? That would be pretty sweet too.
I don't think so, man, because he's gonna be bringing some people over, right? So
is this what you meant by the WWF WCW thing?
Yesterday? Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, listen, guys. Look, I know people feel a certain way. James Gunn, don't forget, he's not alone, right? There's still other people involved here, other directors. But when it comes to this, if he's going to be directing it, look, Guardians of the Galaxy, no one gave a shit. Right now, everyone fell in love with Guardians thanks to solid casting and a great movie. So I think that's what's important here, man, is, James Gunn directing, being behind the camera. It actually gives me a little more confidence for the movie. But I think casting, and it's big shoes to fill with Henry Cavill, right? I don't know who they'll cast for this.
I think nobody's going to be happy with who they cast, regardless. It's like when they recast Wolverine down the line. I don't think anybody's going to be happy. Like, I think people are going to be very set in their ways.
We'll be surprised. I think we'll be surprised. Yeah, I hope so. But again, now they're aiming for a younger Superman, right? And we'll see how that turns out. But
the one thing that I will say after, like everybody else watching the video that came out last week with James Gunn. Yeah, it was last week. Yeah, last week. I was just talking to myself. Last week, right? The one thing that kind of stood out to me was something that me and Rocksteady were talking about in the news portion even 2 weeks ago, when we were talking about how James Gunn was trying to get certain people to come back. And, he had confirmed that, Chris Pratt was going to come back and things like that. And then I started thinking, I just have in the back of my mind that Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, just like you said. Yeah. And I think the one project that, could probably be the big success is that Authority one. Like, I really think that, like, just that.
I think it'll surprise,
that team. I think it'll surprise people, especially if they can get some, some of those actors in there. I think that's the one, man. And that one, I mean, I've passed that book up so many freaking times. Like, it pissed me off seeing that book just pop to what it was, because I'm like, goddamn,
bro. Booster Gold is
that's
98.
stupid. That's stupid. I'll never pay.
Dude,
I will never pay more than $100 for that.
$683
That's stupid.
Canadian.
That's stupid. So,
Wow.
you know, X is right though. The more people focus on DC, it will be easier for you to get your Marvel keys.
I
And
don't
that's
know.
just it. When everybody's looking one way, now's the time to pick up Marvel and Star Wars.
Hey,
because nobody's paying
don't
attention.
you know? Don't say that. Don't
And Star Trek.
start. Hey, you know what? I was actually thinking about picking
SpongeBob.
up. No jokes. I was actually thinking about the nostalgia stuff, and I was just thinking, you know, maybe Star Trek 1 would be one to grab.
That's a big book. Like it's really blown up over the last while, and there's different variants too.
Yeah.
It's a solid book, and Trekkies love that stuff. It's a great book, but
Yes.
it's up there.
Chic, spot on, buddy.
But he's coming back too, though. That character is coming back.
No, I know, but again, realistically, comics, and up until the time we even saw an appearance within the MCU, did anyone even give a shit about White Vision? No. But and then look at the prices it hit.
Yeah.
Like,
but look at the prices now. This is the time to go buy.
no, I know, but I'm just saying that first appearance book was in dollar bins for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
Booster Gold, not really dollar bins, but it was an affordable book.
Do you remember when the White Vision book took off and I got so pissed about it? It was at one point $2,800 Canadian for a 9.8 in that book, surpassing at the time New Mutants 98. Like, it was selling for more than Deadpool. That was insane. I don't want to get caught up in that.
But I feel like some of these books now are like, people see them as tainted. Like the White Vision, I don't think people will buy them at the highs when and they won't go that high because people have seen what that book does, right? And how many are out there.
Well,
and when it first came out, nobody had it graded, right? There were so few on the census, but there were so many floating around out there.
So the first test, I think, will come Loki season 2. And I'm kind of, you know, for many reasons, I have obviously that show circled. Like, I loved what they did. Obviously, the cliffhanger they left us in, the returning cast, just how important that is. But the fact that you had certain characters, and again, not on the level of White Vision, but we had, you know, what's his name? Owen Wilson's character, Morbius.
Yeah, Morbius.
Right? Look how crazy that book went in 9.8. And I'm looking at Facebook right now. I'm looking at Kijiji. And if you're not familiar with Kijiji, it's kind of like Craigslist for Canadians. There's a lot of people that have that book on 9.6, 9.4 for literally like $50. And it's literally like, I'm so tempted to go buy it because I know where that book was price-wise when he was, you know, right in front of us, right?
But that's nobody had that book graded though. So when it was like a 9.8, there was like 7 out there, right? And they were in people's collections. So when one finally did shake loose, but then everybody got theirs back from CGC and they all listed them at the same time. So just the supply now totally outweighs the demand. I don't see. I think that book is better because Owen Wilson played that character so strongly. But I think White Vision is a complete dud. Like I think it might be a $25, $30 book. Like going forward.
This is also true too. I forgot about that, but you know that has been confirmed as well. He will be in Deadpool 3, right?
Yeah. But again, that's another character just to add to Comic Chic's comment as well. That, you know what I mean? Like Mobius, fuck, you could have found that book as well in the dollar bins for the longest time. Now we get the news of Loki, then the season comes out, it's done, it's back on a dip. I get what he means also, Comic Chic, about Booster Gold and some characters that now we're getting within DC. But I don't know, like talking Agatha. Yeah, Agatha as well.
That's another one too. I mean, that
Agatha's different. Agatha is the main character of the show, and they only expanded on Agatha afterwards once she went over so well.
Yes, but so is Booster Gold. The only thing I think, you know, I see being valid for the price of the first appearance of Agatha is one, it's those earlier Fantastic Four books, right? Within the first 100. ties to Fantastic Four, big thing for where the MCU is headed.
Franklin Richards, nanny.
Yeah, but regardless, I would not. I personally wouldn't spend that money for Agatha. I would not spend that money for Booster Gold because these are characters I'm not interested in. But for those speculating, I just take a look at these characters and what has happened. Look, Mobius, Swag saying great play. I agree with him 100% because, like Newbie says many times, once it's in your face, it's coming back up. But then, look, we saw it with season 1. Season ended, it came back down.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying, like with that Mobius one, like that's going to be a returning character, first one up, right? That we'll be able to see. Okay, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, the market's different." 100% the market's different, but is it going to be different for that, right? Like the flip, the spec, all that stuff. So I'm kind of interested to see where that book is. I've kind of circled that book because I want to see if the effect goes up. Because if the effect goes, oh my God, it's back to being a top 10, book and this, and people are paying $800, $900 for it. Well, then guess what? It's going to happen again.
But I don't want to open up a can of worms with this because again, Comic Chic is he's on the ball, man. Like Booster Gold, personally, I just couldn't get into the character. That's me, even in the new 52 point. But when we compare and we look at these characters and stuff like that, it seems that speculation wise, people have faith in Marvel because of how Marvel has, put out a history of movies, both solid and not so solid. Maybe is it the lack of faith that people have in DC that everyone's bashing these characters that might have potential? You know what I mean? So
I think for me,
I'm glad they didn't buy them when they were $5.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is for me is the fact that like seeing that book for cheap for so long, even graded, I'm just like turned off by buying it graded or anything now. I'm just like,
yeah, you know how many are out there.
Exactly. All right, let's switch gears because if not, we're gonna be here a long time. Not like it's a bad thing, but some of us got to work in the morning. All right, this Sunday there's this thing called the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. The Philadelphia Eagles will win their second Super Bowl, but
probably
Marvel is thinking, hey, everybody's watching. Why don't we drop a trailer? So the Marvels will possibly release during this month's Super Bowl. These people, animated has been right for a few things. So I totally expect this to drop. Even furthermore, Ant-Man 3, The Flash, Fast 10, and there's one more that's actually dropping Super Bowl. So there's going to be about 4 or 5. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 supposedly dropping on Super Bowl. So we're going to have about 4 or 5 trailers dropping. So that's exciting, man. You got to pay attention to the commercials. Now, they're going to drop all 5, all 4. I don't know. I could definitely see them doing, we just got a little teaser of Ant-Man. I could totally see them doing The Flash because that's coming out soon. Fast and Fantastic. Fast and Furious. See, I don't even know the name anymore. I stopped watching after like 7 or 8. I can't remember. Those I could see. Maybe Guardians is the one that I kind of have that big question mark around. But what are you guys' thoughts?
I think it's tougher because we've seen some Ant-Man. We got the stuff today. We've seen Guardians. So it would be cool if they did a drop we haven't seen yet, like the Marvels.
Yep, I agree, man. I don't want to see any more Ant-Man. I think we've seen enough with the trailers we've gotten. So hopefully, I'm actually hoping we don't see anything. When it comes to the Flash possibility, I guess, I think he finished his reshoots or some shit after the whole incident.
Incidents.
Yeah, incidents. Fast and the Furious 10. Fuck, man. This is the last one, right? Like, I really hope
this is the last one. Thank God, man.
It went from fucking race cars to the most ridiculous shit ever. Yeah. Like, it's just not realistic at all. I get it.
Basically Sharknado.
Yeah, it's fucked. I don't get it.
Yo, I still haven't seen 9 because when they said that they were going to space, I'm like, yeah, fuck this.
No, but I don't even know what 9 is about. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I don't
with
know
you.
either. I just know John Cena's in it, which
But-
I don't know if that's a good thing.
But
But you can't
Guardians
see
of the
it.
Galaxy, we did see photos of Adam Warlock, right? Up until now, I don't feel like we've really seen him in action. At least I haven't. So I'm hoping we get a trailer that kind of shows him off a little more. I think there was something Adam Warlock related in the last one with the whole Rocket Raccoon stuff.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
he
to
was
remember.
punching something. Remember?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. But
He was fighting
yeah, man.
Nebula.
Again, I'm all for trailers, especially that it's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But if they keep the same ones, I'm also happy because I don't want to see too much, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, especially with Ant-Man releasing next week, right? Like I'm kind of
yeah, and dude, already, and I can't stress it enough. Stay away from fucking IG, all of the above. Spoilers are completely out. Like I scroll and people just don't care. They're posting whatever, and I'm like, damn, man. So that's out, but the reviews are incredible so far for Ant-Man, and apparently Majors kills it.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm with X. I think the Marvels, and I can't believe I'm saying this, man, is going to surprisingly be good just simply because of the backlash they've received from a lot of the things. And I don't think they wanted to go down a certain way. I would also kind of stress to people, I mean, BC was kind of, talking about it too, but, for Spectrum, Mighty Avengers #1, I wouldn't sleep on that. I know I took my 9.8 off eBay and off everything just simply because, you know what? You didn't want to buy it at a cheap price. Now you're going to buy it at an expensive price.
It's interesting how they went with the Photon comic book.
Yep.
The Thin Spectrum, like they're
Yep.
really playing us.
Yep. And I think people, even though they came out and said, hey, this is what we're doing, I think people are still like, nah, let's wait. So I don't know, but we know how the market goes. So, I don't know. I had it for so long for like 120 bucks Canadian and nothing. So, I mean, I hope it gets like 300 or something like that. At one point I did sell a 9.8 for 340 and then 280. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to it. I like to see what they do.
Just to address the comment, Uni, I just saw your post. I'm aware. I already read the full movie spoiler. I'll be honest with you. And there was a plot leak for the Marvels that I read on Reddit. I did. If it's legit, which this user has been pretty spot on, like even with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, everything he wrote played out when I went to watch it. I gotta say, the Marvels is gonna be meh. That's all I gotta say.
This is how BC comes back from the dark web.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's not gonna be Iron Man 3, but it'll be
God.
something. So it'll be something.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Well, that's the show, man. I had a lot of fun. Show 116 in the books. BC.
Hold up. First and foremost, I saw a comment.
Oh my God, you see a lot of comments.
I'm keeping those comments, open so I can see them. Dan De La Torre's birthday is coming up, so happy early birthday, bro.
Dude, it's Tuesday. If this was me and I said my birthday was Saturday, I'd be
shit.
pissed.
If it was you, you would be telling us it's your birthday month. And every
you do
week
that.
leading
There's
up.
videos.
I do that. Yeah, I love my birthday.
Fuck. Well, we love Dan's birthday, and we love Dan.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm gonna be a normal human, and I'm gonna tell him happy birthday on Saturday. So we'll see.
Dan, you let us know if he remembers.
Oh,
I will drink for you, Dan.
I'll remember. Why is Newbie not at 3,000 yet? Because I suck.
Yes.
I don't sell out. I just have fun and talk. I just don't sell out. I don't like drama. I don't like dumping and pumping anything. I don't sell my soul to stupid people and take pictures with them and go to their cons that are like 5 people deep. Like that's just why I just like hanging out, like talking comics, and that's pretty much it. That's why. But hopefully we get to 3K. I mean, I got like 65 people to go, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. BC, before we say anything, do you want to? I think you should say it. I think you should say it.
I have no idea what's going on.
Are we gonna say it or not? I just want to.
Well, pardon me, sir. I don't know what you're speaking of.
Oh my God! All right.
I give you the honors. Go for it.
Me and BC have decided to take our talents to the podcast world. So me and BC are going to be starting a new project. It's already been trademarked, so don't go make anything up. I don't know if BC, should we say the name? No, I'm not going to say the name. No, I'm not going to say the name yet. But we are going to be
Venturing.
venturing into the podcast stuff. So we're going to be doing it weekly, and I think the style that is going to be, is going to be something that people really enjoy. They're not going to be 6 hours long. I think they're just going to be weekly 1 hour. And we're looking forward to it, man, just because we've been talking about it for a little bit, and just kind of this this layout, this setup, and Rocksteady, not to not include you. I mean, we can definitely talk, but yeah, it's just something. It's just something that I think we really want to do, and just kind of venture into that world. So it's going to be fun, man. Not to say that the newbie verse is going to be done here. We have picked the name. We have kind of gone under an umbrella, so that's going to be exciting as well. And I'm gonna wait for the reveal. I don't want to say it just yet because there is some.
It will be a fun concept. If you guys are sports fans, maybe you'll understand what it is pretty much going to be based around. So we won't say anything more, but in the works, something we're looking forward to putting together, and it's gonna be I think a little looser. I think it's just gonna be not like we're not honest with you guys and give you, but there are some times when I have to bite my tongue or whatever. I think this is just gonna be this is kind of what it is, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys can kind of check us out on that platform, but a lot of stuff coming up in the works for that. We're just getting our feet wet, I guess you could say. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I appreciate ain't this a podcast? No, because you can see my face. And you could convert,
and I'm not smoking
audio.
a cigar,
It'd be so much better when you can't.
I don't have headphones, and I'm not smoking a cigar and stuff like that. So
I will be smoking cigars when we podcast, just because of that.
We'll see.
Started vaping.
But with that, guys, that's show 116. Greg, Mr. Rocksteady, please let the people know where they can find you. What did you learn on today's show? And is there any shows or anything that you got coming up?
Rocksteady Collectibles on Instagram. March 12th, I will be at the Edmonton Collector Con set up as a vendor. And then in May, Dark Star will be back. So I'll be setting up there. But yeah, just I'll be in Victoria this weekend. So if anybody knows a good shop in Victoria, I should check out. I'd appreciate that. Just hit me up.
Victoria's Comics would probably be my guess.
Victoria's Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. If anybody other than Newbie.
I'm gonna go ahead and just spill the beans, bro. TKO, you're pretty spot on. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Man, come on, man. Don't ruin things.
I just said it's pretty spot on. I didn't say that's 100%, but it's pretty close. But anyways, regardless, guys, check us out, Comic Kingpins. Don't forget, 1/5 of the Comic Kingpins dropped our show Monday. Every Monday night we go live. We're very close to 500 subs. Once we get there, huge giveaway. We have a ton of shit to give away, so go sub up, follow us on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, Blakk Crown Comics. Follow Newbie if you're not already, because he posts a lot of weird things. And of course, Rocksteady.
Well, today I learned that a lot of people are onto Pokemon, and that was kind of interesting because I thought for sure a lot more people would be on Mario. So that was kind of cool. But I do appreciate everybody kind of tuning in and checking us out, hanging out. It's always a pleasure just hanging out, talking comics. And we hope to see you again next Tuesday, show 117. Guys, enjoy New Comic Book Day. There's no Mandalorian. There's no Ant-Man. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And I swear to God, if the Eagles lose and somebody messages me a second before the game
that will be me, yes.
Don't expect a response. That's all I'm saying.
I hope your feed is on a delay and I can message you everything that happens before.
Don't expect a reply. But other than that, guys, enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy your week. We'll see you next Tuesday. Adios.
Peace.
Peace.
My